Hello and welcome to V&I Nation. My name is Alex, and today we're going to be doing another edition of Scattered Thoughts. Last time, Titus left us off after talking about Carmen Sandiego, a TV show / video game that, really made his day on Netflix. And it was about spies. Well, when it comes to spies, I like to think about the NSA. The National Security Administration or something like that. The Patriot Act and things like that. Things that happened after 9/11, especially. With the NSA, one of the biggest people that you ever hear about is Edward Snowden and the extreme amount of classified data that he leaked to the American people. For those of you who aren't too familiar with what Edward Snowden did, is Edward Snowden worked for the NSA and discovered that the NSA was spying on a lot of Americans super illegally. And rather than keep quiet about it, he decided to leak the information to the American public. So, my big question to you guys is, do you think Edward Snowden is a hero or a villain? And I don't mean villain in the classical sense of the comic books, but I mean in the sense that, did he really commit a crime? Because, to me, it doesn't seem like that. Because he informed the American people of crimes that their government was committing against them. And I think the most concerning thing with that is that he, was exiled, essentially. If he ever comes back, he's certainly in trouble. But he really risked it all to let the American people know what was going on, and the American people just didn't care. They were like, whatever, that's messed up, I can't believe the government was watching me, oh no. And you see this in our culture a lot, with memes about, I share some myself about memes about, the FBI watching me, or the CIA watching me while I'm on my computer, and we all think it's well and good. But the problem with it is it is a violation of privacy, and, if you don't protect your rights, you lose your rights. So, I think that Edward Snowden did us a service, and he was not properly compensated for the service that he provided. I don't think he was a villain at all. That, of course, varies from person to person, especially, really hardcore fans of the federal government. Think that he committed an atrocious crime, because he, it was classified information, so, it would be dangerous to leak to foreign governments and things like that, which I could understand if, he was selling the data to a foreign government, how that would probably be a little more treasonous, but I feel like if he's, providing this service to the American people to inform people of wrongdoings, then there really isn't anything wrong with that, and I don't think that he should be in the situation that he's in. We know that Obama pardoned Chelsea Manning, who had similar crimes, but that person's crimes, Chelsea Manning's crimes, were actually punishable under the UCMJ, the Uniform Code of Military Justice. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Chelsea Manning situation, Chelsea Manning was a male soldier in the Army, and basically leaked classified information about war crimes to the American people, with a journalist by the name of Julian Assange, who was actually recently arrested last year. Even though he should have been protected by the First Amendment, but now Julian Assange is in prison, and Chelsea Manning is free, if I remember correctly, but a lot of people really criticized her actions because, oh yeah, she's transgender, forgot to mention that. Yeah, she jumped over there when she was in prison, and then, Obama pardoned her, and was, she's considered a hero, but Edward Snowden, you don't see that same sort of acceptance that, you know what, that was actually something that should have been done. The American people deserved to know that information. And, you know, it's a real concern when you have people like, you go back to Nixon era and the Watergate scandal, they were tapping some phones, and, you know, Nixon resigned before he could get impeached. And it was like a big deal. Everyone was really, really mad about it. And then flash forward, you know, 30, 40 years, and it's happening. It's Watergate on a much, much bigger scale. And nobody cares. Everyone's just like, oh, whatever, I'm just going to go on my Facebook and let them keep collecting all of my personal data because that's not a violation of privacy. So I guess, I mean, the message here is, do you think that Edward Snowden is a criminal? Do you think that he should be pardoned as well? And do you think that he was providing a service for the American people by letting them know that they were being spied upon? With that being said, go ahead, hit that like button if you like this kind of content that we bring you. And hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all the new information that we like to bring you. Scattered Thoughts has been a great series that we've both enjoyed doing a lot. It allows us to really talk about things that we're passionate about, and it allows us to be really raw. Scattered Thoughts is entirely unscripted. Some of our other stuff, you know, isn't scripted either, but this stuff is, you know, as raw as we can get it. That's why we don't do a title scene, we don't do a cut scene, and, you know, we try to just, you know, be real with the audience and kind of let you know what we like to think about. So if you want to see more of these, please leave a comment in the comment section down below, and let me know what you think I should talk about. You know, guys, I like politics, so let me know some news, and I'll try to update you on it and my opinions. This has been VNI Nation. Thank you, and goodbye.